All right. Welcome back to
Night Watcher. I should have known he'd be involved.
I didn't know the foot
I
was
can't tell what
responsible
those
for all
are.
the screaming.
Bamboo rods.
Give it up, Night Watcher. Your crime spree is over.
Crime spree. You take
Cinemas?
on gangs, you save people's lives, and your own brother calls you a criminal scumbag. That was it.
Well, criminal. You necessarily call you a scumbag.
Well, if it ain't Leo the servant boy. You got something to say to me, Splinter's pet? Raph? What's the matter? You upset because there's something you didn't know?
How smart are you now, big shot?
Raph, wait.
He's gonna poof. Yep. Didn't do a good job of poofing, but he poofed. Oh boy. So to not seem like a hypocrite, I'm not gonna say the name.
Raph!
But about 2
Get
weeks ago at
lost!
this point, a very famous sports ball man perished in a very untimely accident.
Oh!
And being the I guess you could say the emotion. I'm not emotionless by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah!
But being the person that I am, like I'm gonna be honest. I've
Is he?
gotten
There.
tired
Got it.
of people's. I got tired fairly
I wasn't
quickly
mad. I was
of
just
people.
confused. I wanted to know why he was doing it.
I got tired of people's need, desire, or choice to. Oh, thank you, goodness.
Yeah!
To continuously talk about it, and I don't know how else to describe the sensation. Yes, I do. I know exactly how to describe it. I think a lot of it was bullshit. I think a lot of the people
He's
who
fast.
were constantly
Faster than me.
were
Thinks he can
constantly
lose
talking
me?
about it.
No, it's not gonna work.
I don't think they were genuinely I don't think they were genuinely grieving. Like I don't,
Come on,
because
Raph,
again,
it's
I don't
almost
necessarily
morning.
feel like it was one
Someone's
of those things
gonna see
where
us.
I told you to go away and leave me alone.
the sun's up, dude. Like I don't think that everybody who basically there were a lot of people
Yeah!
I thought I would catch him
used
faster
the
if I took a
tragedy
shortcut through the building.
to get attention. Fight.
There were foot everywhere. I should have been warned by that. I was only worried about Raph.
Like a lot of people were using it to get attention, and I think that's what annoyed me the most was that nobody I'm not saying that there
Ain't
weren't
following
genuine
no matter what.
fans.
So I got tired of running.
I'm not saying there weren't genuine fans who
I
were
catch him
upset.
after that. I
But-
lost so much
but-
time.
Okay, I
But-
haven't lost him yet. But that was
Leo,
close.
I am
better
trying
keep
to
moving.
But the few people I knew on my Facebook friends list, mind you, this is not the
Wait!
world
Is that
necessarily,
an order, brother?
but more
Come on.
specifically just
You know it's not.
Leo!
the people I knew.
Leo! They put him in that truck. Hang on, Leo. I'm coming for you.
If you haven't seen the movie, none of this makes any sense. Oh man, I hate fighting his ass. Cause he doesn't have any range, and he's slow. Like Mikey doesn't have a lot of range in this game either, but he moves quick enough to not be a liability. Raph, on the other hand, it would be better if he hit harder,
All right.
or at least hit hard enough to where he only required like 2 hits to take down enemies. But see, that's not the case. So when enemies get hit and they have to hit them like 4 or 5 times,
Here's Johnny.
they just have the ability to get up and attack me and break my combo, which is annoying. But yeah, I don't feel like the majority of the people who used the death as a reason to constantly get attention were all fans, and that's kind of where my stance is people didn't look at the tragedy as a dark block. People didn't look at the tragedy as a tragedy. They looked at, they specifically talked about him as a person, or him and his daughter. They never really spoke about the fact that there were, like, I think, what, 7 or 9 people on that fucking helicopter that died. It was just the idea that, oh, hey, you know, it's him. It wasn't anybody else. And I guess, like, mentally people don't understand that that's what it is. It's like they just, I think it's one of those things where they don't want to get it. They don't want to face the idea that the only reason they care about the death is because he was a celebrity. Because for me, I know for a fact that had that guy just been another guy, no one would have cared. And people want to say, oh, that's not true, I would have cared. No, you wouldn't have, because there wouldn't have been nearly as much, you know, media coverage of what happened if he had just been some guy. Had he been just a rich dude, you know, in California oh, okay. Had he just been some rich dude in California who died in his private chopper, like, no one would have, you know, been extra upset about it. And I think people don't get that. I don't think people understand that they have a bias. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to get back up.
All right.
Oh, I didn't realize I wasn't supposed to go all the way down. Can he not? Yeah, people don't realize that they have a bias for celebrities. And that's what it is. It's like, it's the fact that he's a celebrity, you know, is why they care as much as they do. He isn't just a guy. He is, you know, specifically who he was. And that's how everything is. You know, it's always going to be that way because of our fascination with people who we consider to be not people. Like, they're a step above human to a degree. And I just find it weird, because again, they didn't necessarily look at the whole fact that, oh yeah, it was a tragedy because all these people died, and that sucks, because, you know, people dying sucks. It wasn't that, it was the guy. And I got a little bit of hate for, you know, having the opinion of, like, I'm kind of done hearing about this. Like, I'm tired of seeing the posts. And I guess more so, I think I find it gross that so many people are using this as a way to get attention. Like, I've seen a lot of people, like, drawing, like, oh yeah, I'm drawing, I drew a tribute, and I want you guys to, you know, tell me what you think. And it's like, if you were a fan,
No way!
shit. If you were a fan, why hadn't you done this already? Why hadn't you done this before, you know, the untimely demise of Mr. Guy who did the things? Like, instead you waited until, you know.
I got a pretty good idea where this truck is going.
I could technically say that I did the same thing with Michael Jackson, but I didn't, because I have this jacket that has a bunch of just things I like on it, and I just so happened to, like, put that jacket together not long after Michael Jackson passed away. And the reason I say I did but I didn't is because, like, yeah, I put it together after he died, but there's so much stuff on the jacket.
We need only one of you alive. That makes you expendable.
But also there's, like, the Prince symbol on my jacket, and at that time Prince was very much alive, so I didn't feel like that's, you know, the only reason. But it is what it is. Like, some people like, oh, just how people grieve. And I just, like, people who matter to you, important people in your life are going to pass away. I'm going to die. Like, important people in your life are gonna pass on. And if you put this kind of effort, or you put this kind of, like, I don't know how to put it, attention on the death of a celebrity, then
Tastes so good.
am I blinded now? Or
Can't
something?
beat her on my own. This is
Oh.
it. No.
I wasn't
Mikey.
supposed to win.
Don, Splinter. Leo! Leo!
Hang on, Raph. We're here for you, bro.
What are you two do? Guys, I'm sorry. I've been a real jerk.
Later, dude. We got some serious snake butt to kick.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the audio's popping for you guys. I don't know if it. I don't think it was always doing that. But yeah, like to put that kind of attention on the death of a celebrity when somebody like your, you know, mother or father or, you know, best friend dies. Like, are you trying to like how do you differentiate?
You must learn when to quit.
Because I was affected by the death of Michael Jackson and Prince.
Take a deep
But let's be real, I wasn't super affected. Like I thought of I saw it from the sense of
Wait for her attack, and when she least expects it, we strike together.
like the way I saw it was I mourned more for like the state of music too.
Dude, my nunchucks are all yours.
Enjoy this while it lasts, fools.
Thanks, guys. I thought I was a goner.
Was that what I was supposed to do? Is the fight over?
Families are for. Dude, what's with the outfit?
Yep, that's it. Really? Fuck it. You're right, bro. So, not 100% sure how else to say it. It just, it just not render well. But mind you, they don't show you, they don't explain this in the game. Leo just got taken.
Well then, I believe your brothers may be in need of a leader.
Kliba.
Well, then I did about the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. I admitted to you guys that I was the Night Watcher.
Admitting you were wrong is a symbol of courage, my son.
Yeah, but if it hadn't been for the Night Watcher, Leo wouldn't have been kidnapped. I should have listened. I should have been a better student.
You were often a difficult student, Raphael, but I never cared for you any less.
We're family, Raph, and family is about forgiveness and understanding.
Right on. You always forgive me when I screw up. You razz me about it, but you forgive me.
Thank you, guys.
Besides,
I was like, is
great
Michelangelo in
news for me.
T-pose?
What? You know what I
The fuck
mean.
was that?
It was the first opportunity to test the new invention I was working on.
Oh yeah, boy, that was lucky. Not.
It was a micro-transmitter. Raph was wearing one, and that's how Mikey and I found him. And you were wearing one too, Leo, so all we had to do was follow your transmitter signal to your location, and that's how we found the Foot Clan's underground base.
I think that's true. Like, I think that's what happened in the movie. I think they had some kind of weird transmitter on him, and that's how they found him. I don't remember. But to wrap this up, so we can end this episode on time, like, I just think it's kind of fucked up that people try to make it seem like they're putting this person, because they're a celebrity, they put this person on a pedestal after their death. And most of the time, it's just for attention. It's like it's a good way to when Eminem dropped his new album like a week or two ago, music to be murdered by. He made a line. There's a line in there about the Ariana Grande bombing or the attack that happened outside of one of her concerts, and people were giving him shit for it. Whereas I'm over here like, oh, it's fucking Eminem, yeah. Like, Eminem, you know, has talked about fucking his own mom at some point. Like, that dude don't shy away from controversial, rude statements. Secondly, it seemed like everybody had something negative to say about it, but in their heads, it was okay to talk about him saying it, but him saying it wasn't okay. And I thought that was dumb, because basically what you're doing is, by talking about it, because it's currently a hot button issue, everybody's like looking for some kind of information about it. So you're gaining attention, likes, clicks, reads, retweets, whatever. You're gaining that from him talking about a tragedy, but it makes you look like less of an asshole because you're not the one talking about the tragedy. And personally, I think that's stupid. And it's kind of the same thing with this. People don't necessarily talk, people rarely ever talk about the fact that there were other people on board the chopper. People kind of just focus on him. People I have never seen talk about basketball. People, I'm pretty sure if you ask them ask them any kind of basketball statistics, they don't know shit about basketball. Whereas, like, let's say, okay, you like fucking Power Rangers or whatever, and but the person who says they like him only really knows like 2 or 3 Power Rangers, and that's kind of the issue. It's like these fans are jumping out of the woodwork. You get what I'm saying? And I find it kind of shitty, and it's annoying as fuck to me, because it's been at this point about a week and a day since it happened. And I'm still seeing people try to gain. I don't know if they know that that's what they're doing, because I feel like they have to subconsciously have some kind of idea that if he hadn't died, they wouldn't be doing the stuff they're doing. They wouldn't be talking about him, none of it. So it's just this weird, how do you not realize that you're trying to get people to look at you, listen to you, talk to you, or whatever, or at the very least make yourself look like, oh yes, I'm so empathetic, I'm such a good person too, because he died and now I'm sad. And it's like, if he was a different kind of celebrity, if he was just a guy, if that dude, if he had just been like some philanthropist, I don't feel like anybody would have cared. Had he just been some nobody philanthropist, or just some regular everyday rich guy who had a private chopper, no one would have gave a shit. And if you're watching this, if you're hearing this, because I shared this on Facebook, well, I will in the future. Future me is going to share this on Facebook when it comes out Thursday. If you were one of those people, if you're like, no, that's not me, you're only saying it's not you because you don't want to feel shitty, because everything I'm saying sounds like something a shitty person would do. But the reality is, it's what you did. And again, you're going to say you didn't because you don't want to seem shitty. But odds are, if somebody looks at your timeline, if that dude wasn't in the news, if basketball season wasn't cracking off, you never said anything about basketball. Ever. I don't have to wait for a new TMNT movie to come out for me to talk about TMNT. I don't have to wait for a new God of War game to come out for me to talk about God of War. I don't have to wait for a new Smash Bros. Character to be released for me to talk about Smash Bros. I talk about shit I like all the goddamn time. I talk about cartoons constantly. Cartoons that ain't been on the air for years. I don't need to wait for tragedy to strike for me to show you how much I like something. And odds are, I've never fucking seen you talk about that dude ever. And the next time a celebrity dies, you're going to do the same thing if he's black. Odds are, Ozzy Osbourne doesn't have a lot of time left. I guarantee you, the majority of the people, if you're watching this and you know what I'm talking about, the same people you saw talk about KB, because I ain't saying no names, because I don't want the fucking YouTube algorithm to hear me and then lump me in, because I'm not trying to do what everybody else is doing. I'm talking about the situation. I'm not talking about the person. I don't want, I guarantee you, the same people who were mourning and sharing all kind of stuff about him most likely will not do the same thing with Ozzy Osbourne. There have been so many deaths this year. His was the only one that people would not shut the fuck up about. And at the end of the day, we're all human. He was a dad. He was a husband. He was and damn near so is everybody else that dies. And at the end of the day, because he's a celebrity, because he's a black celebrity, because he's really, really, really popular, and because you know of that celebrity, you put him on this pedestal that he, technically speaking, doesn't deserve to be on no more than anyone else. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, I'm out of here. Peace.